My parents' car was crushed in between the semi and the car in front of them, and it was pushed off the road and the semi turned over. My mom and sister were killed on impact. My dad had third-degree burns over 75% of his body. He had broken ribs, his right arm was broken, and they life-flighted him to St. Vincent's Hospital in Toledo. His entire body was wrapped in bandages. His arm had a cast on it, and there was one part of him that was not wrapped in bandages, his left hand, and I would know that hand anywhere, held it as a little girl. That's my dad's hand. And at that moment, it really hit for me. I was like, oh my gosh, this is my dad. My mom and sister aren't coming back. I'm alone. And they were 99% positive that he just wasn't even in there anymore. He was brain dead. I knew that the right thing to do was to let him go, let him pass. My mom was a nurse. Before I was born, she was a construction worker for 10 years, and then she put herself through nursing school, and she was a registered nurse. And my sister was a certified pharmacy technician. She loved going to concerts. She just could light up a room. I was 18 at the time, but I'm 22 now, and I'm older than my older sister. And I don't think that that's something that anyone should ever, have to experience. It all could have completely been prevented had this truck had automatic emergency braking. Had there been some form of safety regulations on this truck. Most truck companies don't have automatic emergency braking because they see it as this unnecessary expense. My parents would still be here, they'd still be alive, my sister would still be here had there been automatic emergency braking on this vehicle. My lawyer, Michael Leeserman, I met him after the accident, and he's been extremely supportive and helpful, and he was the one who informed me about the Institute for Safer Trucking, and I'm very grateful to be able to use what happened to me, as tragic as it was, to hopefully be able to advocate and make sure that it doesn't happen to anyone else. Hopefully by putting faces to these names, being able to tell the stories and saying this was a real person, this was my family, and I'm a real person, and now I'm here, and I've been struggling for years on my own because of negligence on this trucking company's part that could have been prevented by these laws that you can change, you can make a difference. Hopefully they listen and they feel for us and they really hear what's going on, and they make the changes that we want to see.